update day, time of the day. I'm out here in the middle of Texas. That's beautiful. I left AZ this morning. I have gotten through New Mexico. I am in the northern part of Texas right now. I will go through the panhandle of Oklahoma City. What I learned, well, I was gonna stay in AZ for a little while longer, but I sat there and I was just like, man, mentally, I need to be around people. I can't be stuck here alone. I need to just get home to my wife. I can work all through the week. I can work through the weekend. That's fine. I just need to be around people I love, because being down here in AZ is a drag. I'm just stuck in my head. Can I handle all the clients? No, I can't. I just need to make sure they have a place to go. Look at all those trucks out there. They're just doing work late at night. Just a big team of people. It is so cool out here. Yeah, so I just decided, like, realistically, the way we get out of this situation is if we find a good outdoor maintenance company. I did find one I really like. Like I said, I talked to the owner for a while. Yeah, they started sending me quotes today, so they're not going to get through all of them until Monday, but at least we can start doing the damage control tonight. I just think it's really important to at least give them the option and apologize profusely. It's also been kind of hard because I'm driving across New Mexico and I have no service. Parts of Texas, very limited service. Our call center keeps getting calls from people that are complaining and want to know what's up, and I can't answer because I don't have enough service. So I just keep getting emails that are like, hey, this person called, blah, blah, blah. I feel bad for the call center right now. And I just feel bad about everything, period. And I don't want to make people feel bad. I don't want to make people mad. And I think it's a valid perspective. The perspective is, you don't care about me. You guys aren't making the effort. And it's just like, I promise I'm trying the hardest I can. It's my fault. I take 100% blame for it. I need to vet people differently. I need to have more systems in place. I'm just trying to grow too fast. And when growing this fast, I'm breaking things, and it's leaving a wake of some people that are upset. And I feel bad about that. I really do. But we just keep plugging along, you know? But after seeing all this, I do see how it is very possible to run a bunch of branches out of storage units. That's pretty cool. And I see what I mean, really just, if you just wanted to pop up a bunch of like one-person teams, 1 to 2 to 3-person teams, what I have on me right now work great. This truck, the trailer behind me, and a storage unit, you can definitely run with that. So that's exciting. I'm excited to mimic the models. And I know what needs to change is we need to spend more time with the GM before they get on the ground and start running. We need to work with them for a month or two as like a prove it. We're not hiring them. We're just seeing what kind of effort they put in, and we see what they bring to the table. We give them the systems in which we will use to grow. Door hangers, EDDMs, our CRMs, newsletters, the website. And then maybe over the next month and a half after hiring or looking into someone, you say, hey, spend the next month while you're still at your next job, your other job. Like, prove to us that you're a good fit. What would you do? What's the plan? What benchmarks are we going to measure everything by? And we're going to do weekly checks. If you don't hit those weekly checks, we're going to be way more strict than we were with the other guy. So just a lot more systems, and we need to see a lot more proof before we bring them on. And then once we get to that point that we do bring them on, we're definitely going to do like a 2-week test where we're going to really run them hard for 2 weeks. And we're going to preface it with, if you have a good 2 weeks, awesome, you're still part of the team. If you have a bad 2 weeks and we have any questions, we're moving on right away. So we're going to do that. And we're also going to work on building up the hype for the branch prior to launch. We're going to actually start launching landscaping branches just like you would a tech company, where it's almost going to be like, coming soon. Coming soon, sign up, get on the list. This is exciting. So we have jobs right away when it comes to the maintenance. So I think we actually will start marketing now and say, premium outdoor services coming soon. accepting 5 seats in November for the premium service, 10 seats, or I should say first class service, 10 seats for the business class service, and then 20 seats for the economy class. We're gonna just make sure we have a better relationship or a long relationship with the GM before moving forward. And we're definitely gonna make him prove it way more. We gave this last GM way too high of a salary. So even though he was gonna get a percent of, he was gonna get profit sharing, I think he just got so cushy on his salary on its own that it was just, he didn't have the motivation. So yeah, you're gonna have to work for it, and you can get paid when you work for it, but we're not giving you that cushy start, because if you need that cushy start, no bueno. On top of that, we're not gonna go with 40-year-olds. We're going with younger guys. I think we learned very quickly when you hit your 40s, it's hard to take advice. You know, it's hard to change things that you've already done for a long time. You're pretty set in your ways, and I think the last GM he was set in his ways. He's not willing to change for anything, and just so defensive. I do think as well, I'm going to put someone through a couple of vigorous situations where I check to see how emotionally stable they are. I want to see if they're going to respond as an adult if something bad comes up, or if they get criticized, because huge red flag right away. If they're defensive and their ego gets in the way, they're out. Like, it's just that straightforward. We're not working with any people that have egos. Like, we want you to be competitive, and we want you to kill it. But if you have an ego that's untouchable and you have to defend it for your life, that's a problem. And I mean, we're pulling out right now because, well, I've learned to overcome my ego. My ego wants to stay because my ego doesn't want to get hurt coming home and saying, we screwed the pooch. Luckily, I'm starting to get better at pushing that ego aside and thinking with logic what needs to happen. So, yeah, damage control, nice. Damage control, lots of driving. Man, this is a lot of driving. It's 25 hours, and I've done this trip many times this year, so we need to decrease that. So, all right, I'm gonna get back to driving. Thanks for joining me in today's update. I'll see you tomorrow.